User overrides is a convenient tool for both Guardian administrators and Revit end users alike to customize the frequency for user commands. There are two ways to manage user overrides. The first is a user-determined method. When a Revit end user self-selects the command frequency as set per each user command, that selection is then listed within the user override management dialog. Most firms rely on this method as it provides their users with self-determination on how much guidance is necessary for that specific command. This method eliminates the need for user management by the company administrator. The second is the company administrator determined method. A company administrator can add a command override for a specific user or multiple users, in which they can be pre-assigned a command frequency override for the specific user command. To demonstrate how the user-determined method works, for any user commands under project configurations, the command frequency can be set to allow the user can edit and even allow never. From the perspective of an end user, when the user executes the Revit command and gets the command message, if they select anything other than the preset frequency, that selection is registered within the User Overrides Management dialog. The User Overrides Management dialog is found under Settings. Here, all users who have self-selected an override are listed for each command. If needed, the company administrator can override that selection by changing the preference. They can remove the User Can Edit option and thus preventing the user from self-selecting their preferred frequency moving forward. Selecting the Delete button will remove the frequency override completely, but it will not prevent the user from self-selecting their preferred command frequency the next time they execute the command. For the company administrator determined method, this can be performed within the User Override Management dialog. By selecting New, single or multiple users can be selected and assigned a company frequency override for a specific user command. The command frequency can even be set to never, and those users will never receive a command message for that given command. Once established, these company administrator determined user overrides can be managed like all other user overrides. A couple of points to note about user overrides. Once a user override is assigned to a user, it carries across all project models in which that user is active, regardless of which user command settings or project configurations that have been assigned to those models. Also note, the executed commands will still be registered in monitor mode within Guardian's Project Central and Guardian Backstage. Guardian's User Overrides is an effective tool to ensure users get just the right amount of communications and guidance on your company's best practices and standards based on their Revit skill level.